I'm like freaking Houdini, it's gone. Hi guys, I am going to show you today how to swab out a bassoon. This is one of the most important things that you can do for instrument care. It can keep your bassoon from having any problems with pad life. It'll extend the life of the pads. It'll also keep your bassoon from having any rot, because some of the joints in old instruments don't have lined tubes, so you need to watch out for that. And it can also keep portions that are lined from rusting. So let's dig into it. First off, I'm going to take the reed off. I actually just finished practicing, so this is legit. I take it off and there was a little bit of spit that went out there, but I blow the rest of it out from the cork end of the vocal. Then I go ahead and take the bell joint off, then the long joint, and then here are the two joints that I am going to go ahead and swab out. First off, I'm going to take the wind joint out of the boot joint, and I'll swab the boot joint first, largely because the boot joint has a U-tube on the bottom. So the spit goes in down through this tube. There's a U here on the bottom, and then we're going to have the spit come out on the other end. So I have my swab, and in this case it is a universal swab, so it works for all the joints. If you are interested in why I choose this swab, I have a blog post on it, and I'll link that in the info box down below. Boot joint. There is one side that's larger and one side that's smaller. I go through the larger side first with the weighted end of the swab. Feed that in until only the silk is still hanging out. Then I hold it so that it is parallel to the floor. Give it a shake. You should hear that cord at the bottom of the boot joint. Flip it over, and then you can see that the metal end comes out the other side. Pull that, and it pulls through. As I get to the end of the swab right here, this is where I take the excess swab and put it in this little ring joint that's the narrower side, and I dry that out. This is the portion that I was mentioning that could rust. It's very typical for bassoons that aren't swabbed out that have metal lined tubes, for there's a little ridge in there, and that ridge in there to actually get a little bit of rust on it, so that'll keep that from happening in your instrument. The rot, this also keeps the rot out of the base of these tubes as well. Okay, now we'll do the wind joint. The wind joint, I do this a little bit special. Before I get started with the swab, I stick my pointer finger on the portion where the vocal goes in, and I cover each 3 tone holes with my left hand fingers and keep my thumb directly in over the thumb keys. So what I do is I create a seal on the whole tube, and then I'm going to pull all of the spit out of each of the tone holes. Okay, so now I don't have any beneath any of the pads, any spit left. Then I go ahead and I take my swab, which is my universal swab, and I feed it through the larger end of the tube and pull out the base. And there you go. That's swabbing out your bassoon. I hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and check my blog for more links. I'll see you next time. Bye.